Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pembahasan kali ini bersama saya Coach Evi yang akan membahas tentang kisi-kisi kelas 11. Berikut kontensnya. Yang pertama ada suggestion, opinion, invitation letter, analytical exposition, and passive voice. Suggestion is an idea uttered or put forward for consideration. It is expressed to advise someone about what to do to make someone better next time. To ask for a suggestion, you can say, for example, should I? What should I do? What do you think I should? Do you have any ideas about how? If you were me, what would you do? If you were in my situation, would you? And this is for giving suggestion. For example, you should, I suggest you to, I think you'd better, I recommend you to, if I were you, I'd, why don't you? And this is for responding to suggestion. That sounds like a good idea. I hadn't thought of that. I will put it for consideration. Thank you. What a good idea. Thank you for your suggestion. That never entered my mind. And for opinion or thought is a view or judgment, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Each individual has his or her own opinion and thought about everything. For example, asking for opinion or thought, do you have any thoughts on that? How do you feel about that? Any comments? What would you say about? What are your views or ideas? What's your reaction to that? And for giving opinion or thought, my reaction is that we should. May I make a comment on that? In my honest opinion, I believe or feel that as I see it, and also in my view. And for this part, we will discuss about invitation letter. Invitation letter itself is a type of letter written to an organization or an individual for their participation or presence in an event or an occasion. The occasion can be official, formal, or personal, informal. Invitation letter is usually written to invite someone to an event, family gathering, or celebration, party, business, social event, and etc. The structure of an invitation letter, yang pertama ada date of the letter, yang kedua ada the sender, yang ketiga ada recipient, yang keempat ada subject, yang kelima ada salutation, yang keenam ada introduction, yang ketujuh ada the body, yang kedelapan ada appreciation for the guest, yang kesembilan ada salutation, dan yang terakhir ada signature. And for analytical exposition atau text analytical, the definition itself is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about phenomenon surrounding. The purpose of this analytical exposition are first to persuade the reader or listener that there is something that certainly needs to get attention, and also to analyze a topic and to persuade the reader that this opinion is correct and supported by arguments. Contohnya, argumentative essay and also exploratory essay. And for the generic structures, ada tiga. Yang pertama ada thesis, yang kedua ada arguments, dan yang terakhir ada conclusion atau biasa dipanggil dengan reiteration. And for language features, focus on generic human and non-human participants. Use mental processes. It is used to state that the writer or speaker thinks or feels about something, for example, realize, feel, and etc. Need material processes. It is used to state what happens, for example, has polluted, etc. And also for the tense atau tensesnya biasa menggunakan simple present tense, and also use of relational processes, use of internal conjunction to state argument, and also reasoning through causal conjunction or nominalization. And for this part, we will discuss about passive voice. A very simple definition of passive voice is bentuk kalimat yang subjek kalimatnya menerima aksi bukan melakukan aksi. Contohnya, coklat dibeli oleh saya. Dalam bahasa Inggris itu sendiri, passive voice memiliki rumus yang berbeda-beda dan tergantung pada jenis tenses yang digunakan oleh speakers. Alright, this is the discussion of the exercise for final examination grade 11. Yang pertama, kita memiliki contoh soal. Maria, my dictionary was left at home. What should I do? Kamus saya tertinggal di rumah. Apa yang seharusnya saya lakukan? Kemudian, the correct expression to complete the dialogue for Dini is, I think you can borrow mine. Kemudian Maria menjawab, well, thank you very much. And also for the number 2, Adinda says, I always get bad scores on my English tests. What should I do? Kemudian Vio, the correct expression to complete the dialogue from Vio is, the better answer is, you had better join an English course. Kamu lebih baik bergabung dengan kursus bahasa Inggris. Kemudian Adinda menjawab, alright, baiklah, I will enroll. Enroll itu sama dengan register atau mendaftar immediately, segera mungkin. Thank you. Kemudian Vio menjawab, don't mention it. Or it can be replaced by, it's okay. And then number 3. Dea berkata, where can I get inexpensive good quality shoes? Di mana saya bisa mendapatkan kualitas sepatu dengan harga yang lebih murah? Kemudian Rani menjawab, if you want to get a reasonable price, bla bla bla. Kemudian Dea menanggapi, that sounds like a good idea, thank you. The correct expression to complete the dialogue is, kita bisa menjawab di option D, why don't you go to the factory outlet? Kenapa kamu tidak pergi ke factory outlet yang terdekat, seperti itu. And then number 4, Dino, is it true that we are going to the camp next week? Camp itu artinya perkemahan. Kemudian Tom menjawab, that's right, will you join us? Kemudian Dino menjawab kembali, actually I am interested in joining, but I've just recovered from typhoid. Typhoid itu sejenis penyakit tipes. Kemudian Tom menjawab, you had better consult your doctor first. So the answer should be D. And number 5, Ari berkata, what do you think about the film? Kemudian Rio menanggapi, I think dari opsi A, B, C, dan D, dan juga E, yang paling tepat adalah yang A. I like it. And then for the number 6, Eric berkata, I think our city is very hot at the moment. Kemudian Era menanggapi, I don't think so, blah blah blah. Our city is much cooler than other cities in this country. So the correct expression to complete the dialogue from Era is, of course, yang B. In my point of view, dalam sudut pandang saya, our city is much cooler than other cities in this country. And then number 7, Bowo berkata, I feel tired and I feel dizzy. Dizzy itu sinonimnya adalah headache atau pusing. Kemudian Sri berkata, I think, blah blah blah, don't leave the bed if it's not necessary. The correct expression to complete the dialogue is, of course, yang B. You should lie down and have some rest. Kamu seharusnya berbaring saja di rumah dan juga memiliki beberapa istirahat. Kemudian yang number 8, Jade, what do you think of my drawing? Kemudian Rose menanggapi, it's amazing but I think you should erase the scribbles over there. Kemudian Jade berkata, thank you so much for your opinion. Kemudian Rose menanggapi kembali, my pleasure, dengan senang hati. Oh ya, dan sebelumnya scribbles itu artinya coretan. And then for the answer, from the dialogue above, Rose is of course giving an opinion. And then number 9, Dina berkata, can you give me an opinion about my sculpture? Sculpture itu pahatan. Kemudian Jack menanggapi, sure thing, I think you should have fixed the hand. Saya pikir kamu seharusnya memperbaiki tangannya. Kemudian Dina menjawab, thanks Jack, terima kasih Jack. Kemudian Jack menjawab kembali, no problem. From the dialogue above, Dina is of course asking for an opinion. And number 10, Jane berkata, Roxy, what do you think of the cake I bake? Kemudian Roxy menanggapi, it's really delicious, I love it. Kemudian Jane berkata, yeah, thanks. From the dialogue above, Jane is, of course, asking for an opinion. And this is for the invitation letter. I will read for you. Please join us in celebrating the graduation of Junior Bestiana MPD, Sunday, November 13th, 2020 at 8 p.m. And for the place, beralamat di Abdul Wahid Avenue, 56 Bondowoso. Mr. and Mrs. Sujiat Mojo, RSVP by November 20th, 2020. And please contact Desi if you want to come in this number. And for the question number 11, which statement is true based on the text? The answer is B. Junior Bastiana has just finished her study, of course. Ada di line 3. And then for the number 12, RSVP stands for in French words, which means the answer is C. Please reply. And then the question number 13, this is the text. Dear Piti Buma Perindahindo, first of all, I was honored to be invited to the opening of tender project between Meinhardt and Piti Buma Perindahindo. I regret I'll be out of the city on that date because of having another project. I do hope the meeting turns out to be profitable for all concerned. Best regards, Amirul Mukminin, Cost Engineer. Kemudian, pada kalimat Dear Piti Buma Perindahindo, the sentence is a part of invitation letter that has a function as, of course, it's the salutation. Atau sapaan di dalam surat invitation. Kemudian yang number 14, what is described on the letter? The answer is B, declining invitation, because the recipient will be out of the city on that date and also having another project. And then for the synonym of profitable can be replaced with, of course, it's A, advantage. Kalau yang B itu artinya mungkin, yang C itu artinya tidak beruntung, yang D itu artinya menyebalkan, dan yang E itu artinya merugikan. Kemudian move on to number 16. Dear Mariana, hello my best friend. I will have a party of celebrating my graduation. It will begin on Friday, October 26, 2018 at 8 p.m. It will be held in Prima Rasa Restaurant at Jalan Wijaya Kusuma 12, Surabaya. I do hope that you can come together with the other friends praying for my graduation. See you. If you have any questions, call me at this number. Your beautiful friend, Belinda, who is invited to the graduation party. Of course, it's Mariana. And then for the number 17, when will be the graduation party held? Of course, it's October 26, 2018. Ada di kalimat kedua. And then for the number 18, where will be the graduation party? Of course, it is B, Prima Rasa Restaurant. Sudah jelas ya, ada di kalimat ketiga. And this is for the example of analytical exposition. Cars should be banned in the city. As we all know, cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. Firstly, cars, as we all know, contribute the most of pollution in the world. Cars emit a deadly gas causes illnesses such as bronchitis, lung cancer, and trigger of asthma. Some of these illnesses are so bad that people can die from them. Secondly, the city is very busy. Pedestrians wander everywhere and cars commonly hit pedestrians in the city, which causes them to die. Cars today are our road's biggest killers. Thirdly, cars are very noisy. If you live in the city, you may find it hard to sleep at night or concentrate in your homework and especially talk to someone. In conclusion, cars should be banned from the city for the reasons listed. For number 19, what is the best title of the passage above? The answer is B. Karena mencari the best title itu sama aja mencari topik, yang mana bisa ditemukan secara langsung di paragraf awal atau di paragraf terakhir, yang B. Prohibited itu, the synonymnya itu adalah banned atau dilarang. And then number 20, what makes people agree with not allowing cars in the city? Sudah jelas itu ada di paragraf pertama. So the answer is A. Cars make air pollution and cause many road deaths and other accidents. And for the number 21, we usually call the last paragraph as, of course, its reiteration. And then number 22, what tense is mostly used in the text? Exposition of analytical text itu selalu menggunakan tensesnya adalah present tense. Sudah jelas terlihat di teks tersebut, penggunaan present tense lebih sering digunakan. And then number 23. We usually call the first paragraph in analytical exposition as, of course, it's C, thesis. And for the number 24, what one of the diseases caused by pollution? Jawabannya ada di paragraf kedua dan kalimat kedua. So it's B, bronchitis. And for the number 26, the following sentences are true except kalau yang opsi A itu ada di second paragraph, opsi B itu ada di first paragraph, opsi C itu ada di first paragraph, opsi D itu tidak ada di paragraf, dan opsi E itu ada di third paragraph. So the answer should be D. The car can replace the public transportation. And this is for another analytical exposition. I will read for you. Everybody should change their way of life to reduce global warming. There are several things that we can do. One of them is by buying and consuming fresh, local groceries as much as possible. It, of course, includes local vegetables, fruits, bread, and etc. Local groceries don't need much transportation to get into the market. It, of course, means the amount of carbon dioxide produced is less than the groceries from other regions. Therefore, by buying local groceries, we are helping reduce the amount of carbon dioxide produced, and then consuming fresh groceries instead of frozen ones are healthier for us. Furthermore, fresh food or groceries means no requirements for it to be freeze up. It means that no electricity is needed, and saving energy means reducing carbon dioxide and money. So from now on, we should consume fresh local groceries to reduce global warming. And for the question number 26, to reduce the global warming, we should, of course, yang D, consume fresh food. Ada di kalimat terakhir dan paragraf terakhir. Kemudian for number 27, what are the parts of analytical exposition text? Of course, sudah dijelaskan di awal. Analytical exposition text consists of thesis, arguments, and also reiteration. And then for number 28, what is the social function of the analytical exposition? The answer is A, to persuade the reader by presenting some arguments. And this is for passive voice. The question number 29, Kurnia bought a chocolate yesterday. Can you change this sentence into passive voice? The answer is B. A chocolate was bought by Kurniawan yesterday. Kalimat tersebut menggunakan past tense atau kegiatan peristiwa yang terjadi di masa lalu. Keterangan waktunya ada yesterday, ago, dan sebagainya. Kemudian rumusnya ada subjek diikuti oleh was atau were, kemudian diikuti kembali oleh verb 3. Was digunakan pada kalimat I, he, she, it, kemudian were digunakan pada subjek you, they, we. This part, I will discuss about passive voice. For the number 29, Kurniawan bought a chocolate yesterday. Can you change this sentence into passive voice? The answer is B. A chocolate was bought by Kurniawan yesterday. Why? Because the sentence use past tense atau kegiatan peristiwa yang terjadi di masa lalu dengan keterangan waktu yesterday, ago, dan sebagainya. Rumusnya adalah subjek diikuti oleh was atau were, kemudian diikuti oleh verb yang ketiga. Was digunakan pada subjek I, he, she, it, kemudian were digunakan pada subjek you, they, we. And then for the number 30, Leah and Lena are going to play badminton at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you change the sentence into passive voice, the answer is C. Badminton is going to be played by Leah and Lena at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Why? Because the tense uses future tense going to atau kegiatan peristiwa di masa yang akan datang. Keterangan waktunya adalah menggunakan specific time in the future. Rumusnya antara lain subjek diikuti oleh is, are, kemudian diikuti kembali oleh going to be, dan diikuti kembali oleh verb 3, always, kata kerja yang ketiga. And for the number 31, Caroline wears a unique jacket every Friday. Can you change this sentence into passive voice? Of course. The answer must be D. A unique jacket is worn by Caroline every Friday. Karena tenses yang digunakan adalah present tense, kegiatan yang menunjukkan habit, kebiasaan, general truth atau fact. Keterangan waktunya pasti ada kata-kata every and also each. Rumusnya antara lain subjek diikuti oleh is, are, bergantung pada subjeknya, kemudian diikuti kembali oleh verb 3. Number 32, she had studied English before she moved to Jakarta. The answer is A. English had been studied by her before she moved to Jakarta. Passive voice ini menggunakan past perfect tense, digunakan untuk menunjukkan bahwa suatu aksi telah selesai pada suatu titik di masa lalu sebelum aksi lainnya terjadi di masa lalu. Rumusnya antara lain subjek diikuti oleh had, diikuti oleh been, kemudian diikuti oleh verb 3. Number 33, he was cleaning the room while she was playing in the garden. Passive voice yang digunakan di sini adalah past continuous tense, so the answer is C. The room was being cleaned by him while she was playing in the garden. Past continuous tense in passive voice adalah dikenal sebagai past progressive tense, and it describes ongoing actions in the past. Rumusnya itu antara lain subjek diikuti oleh was atau were, kemudian diikuti oleh being, kemudian diikuti kembali oleh kata kerja yang ketiga atau verb 3. Kemudian number 34, he has bought flowers for me. So, the passive voice uses here is present perfect tense, kegiatan atau peristiwa yang sudah terjadi tanpa menunjukkan keterangan waktu di masa lalu. Rumusnya antara lain subjek diikuti oleh has atau have, diikuti kembali oleh been, dan juga verb 3. So the answer must be A. Flowers have been bought for me by him. And for the last questions, I am learning English right now. Passive voice yang digunakan di sini adalah present continuous tense, kegiatan atau peristiwa yang sedang terjadi saat ini atau right now. So the answer must be A. English is being learned by me right now. Karena rumusnya antara lain subjek diikuti oleh is, are, diikuti kembali oleh being, dan juga diikuti kembali oleh kata kerja yang ketiga atau verb 3. Alright then, thank you very much for your attention and for listening to my explanation. See you next time, everyone.